Hey guys, welcome back for another video. We got a fun one prepared today. What we're going to be doing is we will be completely breaking down our number 8 Miami Hurricanes coming in here at 10-1 versus the Syracuse Orange. This is going to be the final matchup of the 2024 regular season. This is a big matchup too. There's a lot riding on this game, especially for Miami. Right now, Miami is slated to potentially be making the ACC championship. If you win that, you get the bye week, you make the playoffs. There's a lot riding on this game, but we're going to break it down and we're going to predict the outcome. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, and what the final score will be. We will also be touching on the best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. This game is a massive game. Miami has the opportunity to finish with 11 wins. It's the first time they would have done that in 2 decades. If you're a college football fan, if you're a sports fan, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe here. So let's kind of get started looking at this game. This game is going to be on Saturday, kicking off at 3:30 p.m. on ESPN. Number 8. 10-1 Miami Hurricanes versus the 8-3 Syracuse Orange. Do not sleep on Syracuse. This is a very talented team, especially on the offensive side of the ball. A lot of this game hinges on which version of Kyle McCord shows up. 4-touchdown Kyle McCord or 3-4 interception Kyle McCord. You could get either one of them. It can go 50-50, but I do think this is going to be a higher scoring game. Right now, Miami has an 81.7% chance to win this game. They are 10.5 point favorites. The over-under here is 67.5. So Vegas definitely sees a lot of points being scored. Right now for the Hurricanes, they have Heisman candidate Cameron Ward starting at quarterback. Cameron Ward's already broken every single Miami Hurricanes passing record. He's going to continue to add to that. He's lighting things up through the air. He's lighting things up on the ground right now. He's closing in on 3,800 yards, 34 touchdowns, 7 picks. He also has 5 rushing touchdowns added to that, including one this past weekend. Kyle McCord, he's right there with them yardage-wise. He's closing in on 4,000 yards, 26 touchdowns, 12 picks. He almost has twice as many picks. That's where this game can kind of hinge on. Cameron Ward, a lot more efficient and decisive with the football. Kyle McCord putting up massive numbers, putting up especially massive yardage numbers, but a little lacking in the turnover field, turning the ball over too much. Miami's weakness is their secondary. Bad tackling, bad angles. Yes, they did play a lot better versus Wake Forest, but that was Wake Forest. Syracuse has a much, much better offense. They're an 8-3 team. This is an opportunity for them to finish the season 9-3, which would be their best season in a really long time. But Kyle McCord has to play a clean game here because Miami could potentially be scoring on every single possession practically. You have to go blow for blow with them. Right now, Miami comes in, they're averaging 44.7 points a game. Still the number 1 offense in the nation, throwing for 373 yards per game. That's top 5 passing. They're running for 181.3. They're giving up 22.3 points per game for Syracuse. Syracuse can move the ball. They're averaging 31.7, throwing for 381.4 yards per game. I'm pretty sure that is still top in the nation right now. They're running for 92.5. They got to get those rush numbers up. You want to be able to open up some play action there. Got to get the run game going versus Miami. You don't want them dropping everyone into coverage. You want to pick apart a depleted secondary. You want to pull those guys in, pull those linebackers in, pull the safeties up so that you can hit those deep shots. And they are giving up 27.8 points a game. They give up almost 220 passing yards a game. They give up 153 on the ground. Miami's going to attack them on the ground, establish the run game early, establish it often. Miami usually wears teams down by the second half because their offensive line starts to lean on you. You don't have to compete with Miami for 1, 2, 3. It's 4 quarters of competitive, grinding football, throwing the ball, running the ball. They have a very deep running back room. They're going to lean on Syracuse. They're going to try to focus on that, and then that's going to open up those deep passes to George. It definitely will happen. Looking at the playmakers, Ward's closing in on 38. You have at running back Martinez, Lyle, Allen, Fletcher, multiple running backs, multiple guys they can rotate in, keep those legs fresh. Now, wide receiver, Restrepo, George, Horton, Arroyo, Williams, Brown, just multiple weapons, a very deep, one of the best wide receiver rooms in the nation. And for Syracuse, they have Allen at running back closing in on 900. They have Meeks at receiver closing in on 900. But they have the weapons. This is a scary game here. I could definitely see a world where Miami loses this one. They've lost to worse teams this season. They've been close in worse games this season. Syracuse can score, but they're going to give up points. That, to me, is what's going to save Miami in this game. Miami, keep your sight on that ACC championship, but don't be overlooking this game. You are a double-digit favorite here, but take Syracuse serious. So how do I have the outcome of this game going? I could see it going either way, but I'm about a 70% certain here that Miami's going to pull the win out. I actually have the Hurricanes winning this one, 38 to 28. So that would be coming in at the plus 10.5, and I would just slightly be coming in at the under. But I do think that line's going to move by the time that we get to kickoff. It's actually probably going to move down, but I'm going to reevaluate this Friday just to double check there. There's going to be a lot of updates there, a lot of new news. We want to make sure of who's going to be on the field once we get to game day. But I do think Miami will pull this one out, finish the regular season 11-1, and be playing SMU for the ACC championship. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, please drop them below, and I will respond. Thank you.